So I did my internship with Walmart stores in Bentonville, Arkansas. I heard Walmart, I thought, well, it's gonna be out in the boondocks, I'm gonna be at a Walmart store doing who knows what, right, with computer technology. And it was something completely different than that, something I didn't even expect at all. When you get to Walmart, you don't just do development work, you get to do a lot of other things besides just developing. For example, they have a speaker series which allows like CEOs like Mike Duke and Roland Ford, who's over the information systems department at Walmart, to come and talk to us as interns, and it's really cool. So like you get to rub shoulders and network with people that have been in your shoes before in college classes and who've been dealing with the same things that we deal with each and every day here at school. These are the interns in ISD at Walmart. The majority of interns at Walmart were for ISD, Information Systems Development. There was like 40 of us. This is the first group. And there was a little one came in a little bit later, a couple more. But we comprise about 40 to 45 interns. Like I said, we were the mostly recruited interns there at Walmart. They need a lot of people to help on their information systems development program. Because Walmart has, if you all don't know, Walmart, they do a lot of work with hundreds of stores nationwide and internationally as well. They're in the process of purchasing stores in South America and nationwide as well, and international. And so their information systems are very complex and very large. So that's the biggest investment they have at Walmart is in the information systems department. They had about, I'd say 4,000 individuals in one building. We were all there just developing. People doing SAP, people doing Java, people doing C#, people doing .NET. Just anything you can think of, Walmart's pretty much implementing. Walmart also has the largest data center. It's bigger than the U.S. government. Walmart actually hosts a lot of other companies' data as well. They charge a fee for that. And I had the opportunity to go and install a server rack in one of them for our project we were doing. I just want to give you kind of a background of like what we do each day at Walmart. So I usually ride to work at 7:30 a.m. It was a 20-minute drive from where I was living. You can either leave 5 to 6:30. They just care that you get your 40 hours a week. It's 45 if you're hired full time, but for interns it was 40. So you could leave any time after that. So if you want to take a Friday off, you just work all Monday through Thursday, and you can take Friday off, depending on your manager. My manager was pretty chill about it, so he let us pretty much do what we wanted. Roughly $15 an hour. It's pretty competitive. They paid for our rent, so we didn't have to pay for that. And there's a law in Arkansas that if you make under $10,000, you have to pay state income tax. So you can pretty much keep everything you make. Here's an aerial map of the area. So Bentonville's up here in the top. We lived in Springdale, and there was a couple interns lived in Fayetteville. They have even pretty nice little areas, golf courses. You can play golf for free and stuff. This is the Information Systems Department Development higher ups. This is basically the organizational chart for the people that you'd probably be rubbing shoulders with if you went there this summer. Roland Ford, he's the head of the whole Information Systems Development team. And then as under him, all these people. Ben Hassan, really cool guy. The last night we were there, he actually took a couple of the interns to dinner, and I was one of them. And he said, keep in touch, and so I keep in touch with him. He's a really cool guy. There's a lot of cool people there that work at Walmart. They're really friendly. There's no like, hey, I'm bigger, better than you. It's open door policy. It's a really cool place to work. On our team, our team was tasked with the global inventory system. Walmart has thousands of SKUs and millions of products that pass in and outside of its doors daily. They have probably one of the largest distribution center systems set up in the world. And my team was in charge of developing the inventory system that managed when inventory was done, counts. It managed how they accounted for shrinkage, which is inventory loss, so like through theft or damage or just loss in transit. My domestic team consisted of Steven, he was my manager, really cool guy. He was actually LDS. Jeff Canada, who's the pretty much project leader. And then Ping Dai, she was from China, amazing woman. Karthik, he's from India, cool guy. He loved Java. Matthew Reiner, he was 2 years older than me, probably one of the smartest kids I've ever known. I looked up to him so much. I wish I could be him. He was so smart. And then Med, and of course me. I was just at the bottom of the rung. And then we had an offshore India team that did a lot of heavy lifting. So we were working 24 hours a day. We'd get done with a part of the project. India would wake up. They'd start the project. We go there at 7:30. We have a conference call with our group in India, talking about things that they were doing, what they ran into, the problems they needed fixed, and then we'd fix them the next day. So development was 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, pretty much. So we use the MVC model view controller. I'm sure you guys are familiar with that. Basically, your model's the database, your controller is how you control it, and your view is like this, what shows up on your screen. This was our database schema. It's really huge. I had to put it on one page, but as you can see, there's like 20 items in each column. This one's got like 50. So this is way complex. You think your first in-text was hard? Try looking over one of these right here. These things get pretty complicated. So what they handed me when I first got there was they said, okay, we want you to develop a web service. So basically they wanted to have the ability to log in any store. So what happens is that when they do inventory, they have third parties come in twice a year to do inventory in the stores to see what they're at, to reconcile their inventory and see what's actually on hand. And so they wanted me to make a program that allowed them to access the database for that store over the internet, and to see when stores were doing inventory, so that management knew when inventory was going to be occurring. Then they could also check when it was occurring, so that they could implement, they could cease implementing new kind of new rollouts or new plans to benefit Walmart, so they wouldn't conflict with one another. They didn't want to update a store or do some big IT rollout when they were doing inventory, because it's a big headache for Walmart. So basically, what they gave me was this document. It just laid out the specifications of what they wanted. Talked about the database layout a little bit, and they wanted it to output something like this. So you have an inventory schedule, you have a country code, and then store schedule, and it would just list the store numbers and then the departments that were doing inventory for the credentials that they entered into the database. And here's a little bit of a code. You can't really see it. This is C#. It's just like Java. It's just written differently. So if you think of Spanish and Portuguese, you can pretty much understand both of them. They're written similarly the same way. That's exactly how C# is. It's just like Java. So don't think, oh, C# is a lot harder than Java, or I don't know C#. If you know Java, you can really easily learn C#. It's not that hard. And so I was going to show you some project code. However, Walmart would not let me take it with me. And that is it. Any questions about Walmart? Maybe something. Anybody here going to Walmart? Anybody here thinking about an internship with Walmart? Nobody. Nobody at all. Well, I recommend you do. Apple would be awesome. Don't get me wrong. I think Apple was awesome. I have a good friend who's working at Apple right now, and he's actually kind of got me in this kind of steered me towards information systems itself and taking an internship with Walmart. So I recommend doing an internship with whoever you do it with. Pretty much, it'll be the best experience you have to put on your resume. The best thing you can do with your summer is honestly to go on an internship. I get asked all the time. They don't look at anything else on my resume. They just know, they see Walmart and they go, tell me about Walmart. That's all they talk about. And I actually just took a job with KPMG, so I won't be as technical, but maybe I can still use my skills. So anyway, I hope you guys all find an internship this summer. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Find me. If you see me around, just ask and I'll answer it. So thank you.